don't remember what it was that convinced me. It was either the fact that my brother did it and like said that I think it was something like he gave some sort of testimonial that he enjoyed at least the first year or two. And then also, like, my parents were saying that I should do it for the PE credit and stuff, and that was what eventually kind of got me convinced to join marching band. And that was, again, like you guys said, like, best decision, because even though, like, I hated having to go to those Thursday practices, once we got into band camp, it suddenly became fun, and then it was fun.
For me, I just honestly joined band completely on a whim, because I came from Hermosa, so I had no idea what the Mira Costa, like, marching band or, like, band program in general would be like. I just played piano. So, yeah, I didn't even know there was a percussion section until, I joined front ensemble. And now I've been front ensemble for, like, 4 years and done a bunch of other band stuff, so...
Oh, my first impression was honestly, wow, that's so many hours of practice for marching band. Like, it's a lot of time, and like coming in as a freshman, I didn't really know what to expect. And I remember coming to like concert band and being like, okay, this is just like, it's the same kind of everyday thing as middle school, but like the amount of practice that marching band had was definitely like very shocking to me at first. But I think also, like, everyone that you meet is so nice. Like, I stand by the fact that band kids are the nicest people I've literally ever met. So I think that because everyone is so nice and so friendly, it's, like, shocking at first, because everyone immediately is just like, oh my gosh, like, nice to meet you, and, like, trying to, like, get you a group and, like, trying to hang out and everything all together. So honestly, my first impression was just like, wow, this is, like, a really fun group to be a part of, because everyone is so welcoming.
My first impression, well, I remember in 8th grade, I don't know if they still do it, but 8th graders at MBMS used to be able to sign up to go to a competition with the marching band. And so I did that, and there was only like 6 or 7 other 8th graders who went. And I remember, like, after the competition, the band didn't score as high as they thought, and so we got on the bus to go home. And then the band moms were like, CARLSON wants you, like, outside again to talk. And everyone was like, ugh, we want to go home, we're tired. But then he gave this, like, really good talk. And it was just about, like, being with each other. And, like, even though, of course, you try to aim to get, like, a better score with the judges, it's just nice to play music together and just, like, be together with everyone. And it was just really nice. And it really solidified me, like, wanting to do marching band the following year.
It pushed me out of my comfort zone. As a person, I like to be, like, the best at things, but let's be honest, like, I do my best, but, like, in guard, I'm not, like, a dancer, and I haven't been there for as many years as the other people, so I kind of had to accept that, yeah, there are people better than me on this team, but we're also a team, so the fact that they're better than me lifts me up. So I need to practice so I can lift them up too. And so it was that kind of changed my mindset on being a team.
I would say, okay, my perspective has changed in band because I honestly think it completely changed my personality. I was super shy in middle school. I had, like, my group of friends that I would talk to, but I wouldn't really branch out and talk to other people that I didn't know. And I think that completely changed in marching band, like, completely. I think I'm super outgoing now. I love meeting new people. And I think, like, also because of the fact that we're all together for so long, the whole season, like, you have to talk to everyone and you have to meet new people. And it's honestly super rewarding because you get to meet all of these people that you would never otherwise talk to. And I think it changed my perspective on just overall how I view, like, what high school is. I mean, I think marching band is very much focused on, like, we're all a team, we work together to try to accomplish something at the end. And like I even remember freshman year, like we all put our arms around each other. We were singing like Lean on Me before, you know, we had like the senior rec ceremony. And I think it's moments like that that really just changed my perspective of like the goal of band, because it became for me just to make new friends and meet new people and get to make some awesome music.
Like dressing up for the rehearsathons. I just thought that was really fun.
Emiko, your like costumes were iconic, honestly.
Emiko's costume legacy will live on.
Thank you.
I was thinking about this the other day. The fact that I know so many people from band and just like Costa classes in general, but it feels like I've known them since like middle or elementary school, but it's really just the past 4 years for most of these people. And one of the weirdest realizations is that it feels like I've known Finley specifically for a very long time, but I remember one of the first, I think it was the first Thursday practice at Costa, we were setting up our instruments, and then I bumped into Finley by accident, and I said, "Oh, sorry," and then I said like, are you in the sax section? I'm Cole, nice to meet you. And then he introduced himself as Jimmy Neutron. And I was confused at first, but then I was like, oh, that's just his sense of humor. And then that was the first time I met Finley, which is so weird to consider that was only 4 years ago. But it was, and it was really great.
The first award show that I was ever, and last, that I was ever captain for. And someone in Guard had like gone through the scores already because we thought they'd been released, and it's like, oh, we got last place, thought we'd get higher than that. And I was like, oh well, you know, whatever, like I'll go get the little plaque anyway. So you know, we stand there in that arc for awards, and they were announcing the division that we were in, and they kept getting higher and higher, and I was like, they've missed last place by now, we're not last. And they kept going. Finally they announced us as second, and I remember like my costume was like soaked because we had like gone through like rain and like a foot deep puddles, and I like dripping all the way up to get that award because my costume was like ruined. But it was so fun. And there's this video of me doing the salute, and it's supposed to be the show where you're like super evil, right? So I probably should have been like, bad guy. But I like couldn't stop smiling.
Well, one of my favorite memories was during just like some random practice on a Thursday, and someone got their flag stuck in a tree. So then Mr. C tried to get it down, so we threw a rifle into the tree, and then the rifle got stuck in the tree as well. So we like had to climb the tree to get it down, and that was just a really enjoyable experience to watch that all happen.
We got a PVC pipe stuck there too.
Yep. Pretty much.
There were like 4 things stuck in there.
It's really quick, but do you guys remember when he went to like a dollar store over the weekend and he bought like 2 rubber rats with like beady red eyes?
Oh, I remember that.
Is that at one point? At one point, he told us that he put one in the color guard room to like scare all the color guard. And I just remember it was so funny because he was so excited about it. Like he was just so excited about the prospect of scaring the color guard. And I don't know. I just remembered him being so excited about a rubber rat.
So we were like tearing down like the stage from, I think it was the All District Festival, and we were in jazz, and so we were putting away the keyboard, and Dane like laid down in the keyboard case just because he's like massive and the keyboard case is small. And then everyone starts looking around like trying to figure out who might actually fit in the keyboard case, and of course, being the shortest, I'm like suddenly in the keyboard case. And so they like closed it on me, and Cameron was filming a video of me like popping out of it, and Carlson just walks over from across the stage, looks at me, and sorry Xavier for like saying this, but he goes, Ainsley, get out of the keyboard case. I would never expect that from you. Like Xavier maybe, but never from you. And it was just the funniest. It was one of my favorite moments with Carlson.
Band has helped me manage my time well, because like the practices are pretty long, like they're at night. So definitely managing my time and homework with practice helps me.
The things Mr. Carlson taught relating to like music and kind of more theory and all that has made me way more critical of the music I listen to. Like if I'm in the grocery store and I hear something that's like completely, you know, those radio songs that just make you like go, why is that popular? You know, that happens to me all the time. Cough, cough, Dixie D'Amelio. I have a burning passion against that woman.
I was actually, thinking of something serious to say. So, band has just brought me very close with my best buddies. And not just marching band, because I know a lot of it sounds like marching band. This is a banquet for the whole band program, but honestly, wind ensemble. You guys remember that wind ensemble? Yeah. That was pretty awesome. That was I became very close with all my band acquaintances, and they turned into friends. Most notably Ethan Nollander, being in the clarinet section together. That happened a lot during the wind ensemble. That was sophomore year, because Ethan, we weren't really friends before sophomore year. So I thought he was gonna say something. Anyway, but yeah, it's brought me much closer with my friends, and also it's given me really good leadership opportunity. That's a very valuable part of it as well. Just the amount Mr. Carlson values giving student leadership experience, the whole application process he has, and interviews, and then finally assuming the responsibility. And I think we finally got the leadership structure down with the different departments that work to across with each other, and the presidency being elected and all of that. And it's just given me a lot of experience and really good kind of in a controlled and very supportive environment. It's given me an opportunity to kind of grow as a leader in that kind of controlled environment where the risk isn't super duper high. So that's something that's pretty valuable, and for anyone, so if you're an underclassman, I'd say just having the opportunity to be in leadership. You don't even have to be in marching band to be in leadership anymore. Just to continue doing band just for that.
Now, in all my infinite wisdom, this is some advice for percussionists. If Mr. Carlson ever asks you a question about should you be playing louder or softer, the answer is always louder. It doesn't matter what he's saying, what part you're playing, whether you're playing, timpani or the triangle. You're always supposed to play louder. Also, everything changes in the auditorium, so. The other
that goes for every instrument too, yeah.
What happens in the auditorium stays in the auditorium.
The other advice that I have is, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Honestly, no one in the audience knows the piece, unless it's a Pops concert thing. And even still, they're really unlikely to notice that you made that mistake. So don't beat yourself up over just I played a wrong note here, or I missed my entrance here. It's fine. The show goes on.
Enjoy the time that you have here, because not gonna lie, a lot of it might feel like a burden, or sometimes you don't want to go, or you just it doesn't seem that great in the moment, to be honest. But looking back, there's so many memories that all of us here have shared with one another, that I think that's been something that I'll treasure, because the time flies so fast.
Freshmen, you'll be surprised by how much time you have as well as how much time you don't have, because especially with the year gone because of big Rona, I was a junior last year, and then I blink and I'm graduating. And looking back on my band experience, not just band but high school in general, I don't remember really the hours of practicing. I mean, I do, but it's not the first thing that comes to mind. I do remember the hours of practicing and the downtime while Mr. Carlson's talking to the other sections. What I do remember is moments like playing Cherry at Champs my junior year, Mega Denny's. I remember No Way Tuesday, except I didn't go to that, but I remember seeing the after effects, like Tony almost throwing up after running a lap. I remember Juice eating the Amigos burrito. So what I'm trying to say here is aim to make memories that you can talk about when you're shooting the shit with people here, like when you're making your senior video. Sense of the S word there, pretty please. So aim for memories like that, because we've spent I know this video is going to get cut down, obviously, to save time, but we've been, just talking for the past hour and a half, almost hour and 40 minutes about just random band-related stuff, sometimes not band-related, sometimes chat-related stuff. But yeah, aim to make memories and aim to have a good time, because at first it's going to seem like you have forever your freshman year, but then you're going to look back and it's going to be a bore, almost.
My advice, take care of yourself. You are your number one priority, and a lot of where we live is academic pressure, academic pressure, academic pressure. But you have to sharpen your own saw. You have to take care of yourself and who you are, and that should always be your number one priority.
And it's gonna be over before you know it. So like really, if you're unsure about like wanting to try something, if you're like curious about something, just do it, Like if you ever, want to try out jazz and you're kind of on the fence about it, but like, your friends convince you to do it, do it. It's so fun. And like now, like jazz is a huge part of my life now.
I feel like I would give like anything to be able to do like one last like field competition or like a real show out on the field. So I'd say like really take that in and like enjoy it. And also you can like, since you kind of know what you're doing since you're a senior, you can like relax a little. Like don't like give up. It's just you set a good example. But you can also like relax a little and just take the time to really enjoy it and be with all of your friends.
To pace yourself your senior year and don't overload yourself on classes or too much work. Because the worst thing you can do is stress yourself out your senior year and just not have time to do anything that's like fun or enjoyable. Because your senior years should be like your best year, and there are also a lot of decently okay senior teachers that I've had this past year. So just, talk to some of the current seniors right now and get their input on which teachers, you might or might not vibe with. But make sure you leave yourself enough free time to have fun with your friends. Enjoy marching band, enjoy band if you're gonna really invest all your time into that. Or even if not, just find out what you like to do and do it, because it's your senior year and you want to make sure it's really good.
I was gonna say, also don't let all of like the craziness of applications and APs and just school, don't let that like impact you. Like make sure to take time for yourself, and like Haley and Jillian have said, like take time to just rest and like take care of yourself, because otherwise you're just gonna keep going and you're at some point you're just gonna crash and you're not gonna be able to get it all done, and that's gonna end up stressing you out a lot more.
I think that you should like try to get to know the other band people, because even like the ones not in my grade, I probably wouldn't have talked to them before band just because they're in a different grade than me. But now I think I'm friends with a lot more people because of it.
I would say saxes, play sax songs. I don't know if they've been passed down to you properly. If they haven't, I have a contingency plan. You can just email me and I'll get in contact with somebody who has the list and who probably has sheet music somewhere. There is ways to revitalize it if the 3,000 years of tradition are at risk. But what's most important is that it's 3,000 years of tradition and you cannot interrupt that cycle. So if you need sax songs and like you've forgotten them, you don't know how to play them, pass them on, email me. or somebody. My email is cole@vipmail.com, and if you are like an incoming freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, I don't care. If you need sax songs and you're watching this video, then you can email me and I will get in contact with somebody who can get you like the list of songs, and I can even try to arrange a meeting, like a Zoom or something with you, no matter what year it is. If I have graduated from college and you email me, I will still try my best to help you. If I am professionally working out in the field in whatever I do, I will still help you with those sax songs if I can. So I need to carry on this tradition. I think all the other saxes will agree. Just literally email me.
I want to do like a major shout out, like a scream out to Ava Aguero, the only freshman who stuck by guard in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. She joined this extracurricular that she had literally no idea like what it was, who was in it, what was happening. Like she wasn't like a lot of people who come in with their friends and like stay with their friends. She was like, nice, throwing stuff, I'm gonna do that. And she stuck with it, even though there were only people who were older than her in it. And she's so incredibly talented. Like the way I keep trying to explain it to her is like, so I've been teaching her the some stuff like throughout the year. And it's like, I'm trying to teach someone French. So I'll go like, bonjour. And then she's like, like, I don't speak French, but like speaking in fluent French already. Like she has picked everything up so fast and with such a good attitude. Again, in the middle of a pandemic, that I am continually impressed and amazed by what she does. And I know she's going to do incredible things.
Wanted to shout out Mr. C just because he's done so much for the whole band program and always tells us about how he stays up so late trying to edit everything we have or just working on new plans for a band.
I think the biggest thing is, and this might be controversial, but Since You've Been Gone is the best stand tune. And if Mr. C does not pass out Since You've Been Gone next year or the year after that, you need to Slack him, talk to him in person, tell your drum majors every single day, say, Since You've Been Gone, right? At the football games, this is the sign, okay? Since You've Been Gone. Best stand tune.
The vast majority of issues that come your way are under your control. You just have to work hard enough to bend them to your will. If you have an issue with band or you have an issue with a person, don't complain about it, do something about it. Because here's the thing. If you just complain about it, nothing is going to happen. All you're going to have is a bunch of people who know that you hate something. If you have an issue, work hard, try to get into a position where you can fix that issue and fix it.
Yeah.
Should we say bye on 3?
Yeah, we should say bye.
Okay.
No, we should count off.
Okay. 1.
5, 6.
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, gamers.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Sayonara.
Jack,
Okay,
drum major,
drum major, do it.
Band 10 hut.
Costa.
Band dismissed.
Aw.
Awesome. See you guys.
All right.
Nice.
See you guys. Bye. See ya.